Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny Penton, founder of Planner Perfect, and in today's video, we're making pumpkin bars. Okay, you guys, I am going to make my family's favorite banana bars that I've been making for probably 15 years. So I love to share with you all of the fun the fun recipes that I've been feeding my large family for a very long time. This one is a fun one, so easy to make, big, huge crowd favorite. I love to put sprinkles in the batter before I bake it off, which makes it festive, along with chocolate chips. So like chocolate chip, Halloween sprinkle, pumpkin bars. They're so, so yummy, so, so delish and festive. So let's get started. Okay, so before we get started, I'm actually gonna kind of push you down a little bit. When you're baking, always try to get the best ingredients you can get your hands on. If you can, within your budget, do it. It's just well worth it because it's better for you, better for your kids, better for your family. What I love to do in particular is get a really good vanilla. That's always really important to me. I like this Watkins brand. It's good. You know, non-GMO. It's good, strong, good flavor. Never by imitation. I've always get the organic pumpkin puree. I mean, I've gone as far as get like the dye-free sprinkles. Not today. You know, you just kind of got to do your best with what you can do. But I also love to get the organic raw cane sugar. I like to get that. It's just least processed. I like to use Himalayan salt and grass-fed butter. And let's not forget ancient grains. So I love heritage flour. I get it from Sunrise Mill. I actually buy the 25-pound bags. This is my... I think I buy a 25-pound bag every 2 weeks. That's how big my baking days are. They're very extensive. I just baked these yesterday. It's in a 2-gallon Ziploc. We'll go through this easy by midweek next week, just with toast, eggs, French toast, sandwiches, and it's all just flour, yeast, salt, olive oil. So make sure if you want to know more about my bread, check out my link below for my bread recipe. Very easy to do, delicious. It'll be a staple. What I love about the heritage flour and the ancient grain is just that it hasn't been messed with, hasn't been toyed with. It's non-GMO. It is organic. And it's just, what also is that if you have any kind of, you know, issues with wheat or gluten, this may be your answer. So there's gluten intolerant people who are able to eat this with ease. So and you know, really, I don't know if you really think about it, I don't really know if it's ever been the gluten as much as it's been what they do to our wheat. So try it out and get a little small bag, you know, to see how maybe your family could do on it if you struggle with wheat, which anyways, if you didn't even have problems with wheat, you don't want that sprayed wheat anyway. If you'd want to use a good organic, or even better yet, non-GMO wheat, and this heritage flour is amazing. I will link you down below for that. So without further ado, let's get started and make these pumpkin bars. They're gonna be a hit and they'll be perfect for after dinner. I also, like even tonight, like on my baking day, I'll have to do a whole big baking day with you guys. But we're gonna do hamburgers on the grill, and I already made my buns with everything bagel on top. And I just used my bread dough recipe. So anyways, that's gonna be for dinner, and then they can have this for dessert. So anyways, guys, let's get started. Okay, so by the way, this is all on my blog. I'm gonna be linking you down below. But we're gonna start off with our butter and our sugar. It's like the classic start out. So I softened it. I've got some Kerrygold butter here. And of course, girls, you can use any brand you prefer. These are just my 2 cents. I mean, if you're gonna make it, okay. And then, so that was 2 sticks of butter, which is 1 cup, and we're gonna do 1 1/4 of the sugar. And we are going to mix this up real good. When you whip the butter and the sugar, you really want to give it a good whip. So get it incorporated and then just have it a go for a good minute. We're going to add our teaspoon of vanilla, and now we're going to add all the rest of our ingredients. So I'm going to put in my can of pumpkin. And then we're going to add our salt, which is going to be 1 teaspoon. And then we're going to add our baking soda, which is also 1 teaspoon. Then we have our pumpkin pie spice, 1 tablespoon. So we're going to do 3 teaspoons. Then for our flour, 2 cups. Gonna grab it out of my bag here. I actually have it in a smaller container, but wanted to show you the 25-pound bag here. I'm using the mini chips. What I like about the mini chips is that if you don't use mini chips, I'm gonna use about half the bag. They tend to, when you cut into the bars, I don't like to do bars with regular morsels because of the fact that when you cut them and things like that, they just tend to make, I don't know, it's too big in the bar. You need them to be petite. It's just how I prefer it. Halloween sprinkles. I'm gonna actually put these on top. I'm not gonna, and before I put them in the oven. Same with this. So let's give this a mix and stir it in. Don't want to overmix it, but I did do a really fast whip at the end. I'm adding some avocado oil spray, nonstick spray. Tell you what, I love this. When I bake my bread though, I have to use Pam because this sticks. So either butter and flour for my bread or Pam, not this one. My bread sticks every time. And nothing is worse than your bread sticking to the pan. I have to say, Kind of depressing when half your bread is stuck to the pan. Hey Brock, would you go see why the dogs are barking frantically? Please. Okay, so I've got my 9x13. Now these are almost gone, so I might as well use them, and I think they're so cute. So this is going to be the perfect dish for October, especially because this is very Octobery festive. So even if you wanted to do it here now in September, you could use just these cute little autumn little balls. How cute is this? So I just want to give you girls some really great. Then in the black 9x13 here, I mean, what? Yeah. Okay, girls, let's put this in, make some grandbabies and children happy, shall we? Let's go. Guys, I just took it out of the oven. It looks phenomenal. Here it is. Look at how fun that is. Okay, you guys, I'm going to cut. You know, that first one is always gosh. Look at that. You guys, it is so, it is so, see, it's the perfect amount of chocolate chips. And you'll just really notice that the way that the chocolate chips are. I always feel like if they're too big and bulky inside the bar, it just kind of eats up too much of this. It just eats up too much of the space. This is gonna be a complete hit. Sometimes I'll leave it in here for a little while, and then I start to get just a little bit left. I like to put them in a dome, little cake pan. And that's kind of how I display it on the counter. But of course, just sitting in this beautiful 9x12. Simply stunning. Happy fall, you guys.